In this video, I rank every Unstable SMP member to figure out who truly is the best. This is one of the most argued upon areas in Minecraft YouTube right now, so this video will probably upset you. For starters, let's clarify. This list is ranking the members based on their content, and there are only 4 members, those being Parrot, Spoke, Flame, and Wemmbu, since they're the Unstable SMP producers, if you will. Everyone else you can view as actors. This ranking is based on content, and they don't make content on the Unstable SMP, so I can't rank them. Let's get into it, and make sure to comment your rankings down below as I read and reply to practically all of my comments. At 4th place, the worst Unstable SMP member is Spoke. Firstly, his Unstable videos are far from terrible, but it seems like his POV is just being sidelined. Like, a lot of his activity on the server seems to be supporting other members' arcs instead of creating his own. I understand Spoke's off-kilter personality is meant to be his unique selling point compared to the other members, but honestly, I feel like he ruins the drama of Unstable SMP at times. Of course, every server needs a bit of humor, but his personality harshly contrasts the other members so heavily. Like, you have 3 players with consistent emotional stories oozing with drama, and then a player who literally couldn't be less serious even if he tried.
3 days, I put in all that effort. If you're still somewhere around here, I actually hate you, bro.
Hopefully you see what I mean. There's just not a lot of synergy. Spoke's videos are most of the time pure brain rot. The brain rot is mainly why he's at the 4th spot. Like, his YouTuber accent is so incredibly strong, like Spoke must cough out blood after a recording session. I mean, I've got a YouTuber accent, but it's not as strong as Spoke's. Yeah, the YouTuber accent is so off-putting and irksome, but don't get me wrong, it can be funny at times, okay, I'll admit that. I like the goofy vibes his videos have when it isn't too much. An example of this goofy brain rot being far too much is in 100% invisibility exploit versus hardcore SMP.
Actually, wait, how many viewers you got?
What? Like 70 viewers right now?
Oh,
I mean, thank you. I mean,
see the
I
size,
appreciate
see the
it.
size.
Chat's telling me to run right now. Chat, I can't run. I physically can't move.
I genuinely couldn't finish this video. Like, his videos are entertaining, don't get me wrong, but at some points I have to pause and contemplate what I'm actually watching. And it doesn't help he uses some 2016 R music. Also, he's the only big creator I know that doesn't export his videos properly. Like, there's been numerous occasions of his videos having terrible bitrate / frame rates. I mean, I re-export my videos if I see one tiny mistake, so for Spoke, someone with a much larger audience and therefore larger standards, to just leave them with settings that greatly harm overall view experience suggests he doesn't care as much, and his editing being tacky at times and his views being the lowest on the server sort of represent this pretty well. This part isn't as big of a problem, but his arcs don't always feel connected at times. Like, they're paced pretty ineffectively in my opinion. However, Spoke's POV is by far the most unique, so he definitely brings a lot of value to the table. Maybe if we get a slightly goofier member on the Unstable SMP, Spoke's contrast will be reduced. Okay, so that's our first ranking done, but before we get onto this next ranking, hi, I'm FlameFrags. I frequently upload mini video essays / documentaries on Minecraft YouTubers and servers, such as Lifesteal and the Unstable SMP. If that seems like something you would enjoy, then perhaps consider liking and subscribing and turning on notifications so you don't miss an upload. The support recently has honestly been crazy, so let's see if we can keep it going. Thank you for your time, back to the video. At our number 3 spot, we have FlameFrags. He's so far the only member apart from the original 3 to be added to the Unstable SMP, and his earlier videos definitely represent that. I think it took FlameFrags a little bit of time for him to catch his footing on the Unstable SMP, to the point where I probably would have ranked him below Spoke had this been a couple of months ago. Anyway, ever since Unstable SMP got rid of the season format, it's understandably been a lot less structured. But with the arcs that occur that do have some element of connectivity and structure, FlameFrags is typically a core piece to them. I think his chemistry with Wemmbu is fun and works really well. This whole saga about them being the 2 most hated players on the server is a really engaging arc, and surprisingly, I think he does a much better job at being funny than Spoke, which you wouldn't actually expect. Like, bro, please, watch the Great Farm War. That video is so funny without it literally killing your brain cells. I do think his videos are pretty repetitive though. Like, there's only so many times you can title a video solo player versus blank. Like solo player versus Unstable SMP. This thumbnail and title could literally mean anything, bro. Like, no info about the video is actually given away. His current sagas I find very entertaining, but there are a lot of instances where I feel like his videos are kind of forgettable and don't really amount to much. Now, Flame has been improving at this, but I don't think he's really taking advantage of Unstable SMP being scripted. Granted, there are some instances where, you know, he uses his fist to kill a bunch of players. Great, that's really creative.
I'm just gonna kill you, so...
what are you gonna do? Kill us with your fist? What? He's a hacker. He's hacking.
You have netherite and you're cheating.
That's so trash.
But using a server with unlimited possibilities just to kill a bunch of noobs, which is something you could probably do the same, if not better, on an unscripted server, just feels like missed potential for me. Now, a rising issue I have with Flame's POV is that he's seriously starting to lack a unique selling point. His whole idea is he's meant to be incredibly good at PvP. I don't know why I said meant to be good at PvP, because he just is good at PvP. Obviously, you know, I'm better at PvP than Flame though, you know. But considering Wemmbu has more impressive feats regarding PvP and has more engaging fights with him using orbital strike cannons and maces, I think the question on what makes FlameFrags special in the Unstable SMP is becoming more and more apparent. Alright, at the number 2 spot, we have Wemmbu. Honestly, had I made this video a couple months in the future, he could have easily been number 1, but he just about misses out. I think Wemmbu has the most interconnected arcs out of all of the members, with each new episode successfully building onto the previous one, and I think he balances his unserious side with his serious side incredibly well. Wemmbu has overtaken Parrot in viewership as of lately, which, especially considering the numbers Parrot was consistently pulling in Unstable Season 1, that's insane. I feel like after the Farlands episodes, his creativity greatly increased, which was one of his biggest flaws. Obviously, I can't speak about Wemmbu without mentioning the second best PvPer on the server, Egg-chan. It's no secret they have really good chemistry, which you wouldn't always expect considering they have such similar personalities. The way Wemmbu can consistently balance quantity and quality is insane. More or less weekly uploads of really good videos. The only little flaw I have is that his videos can be kind of dragged out at times, but honestly that point could be made for all of the Unstable SMP members. Like, when you're consistently uploading hour-long videos, you know, that's quite an easy thing to do. Now, for the best Unstable SMP member, we have Parrot. Like I previously discussed, it was a bit of a toss-up between him and Wemmbu, but bro, like, Parrot was straight up just built for scripted servers. He is a storyteller at heart after all. Parrot's videos are so cinematic and emotional. Granted, I do think he can act a tad bit, you know, too dramatic at times, to the point where it's kind of corny, which ironically makes the video less immersive, because in unscripted scenarios, Parrot doesn't overdo the way he acts. And his current Season 3 arc is nowhere near as good as his previous arcs, but the fact that this guy can smoothly implement literature techniques into a Minecraft video is quite frankly incredible.
It's all yours.
Absolute cinema. Like, the spyglass acts as a symbol for their friendship, and Wifies running to it suggests how he's sort of gone back for their friendship. He's realised his new ways are wrong. And then the harsh contrast of the soulful piano in such a vulnerable moment to the loud, blunt TNT is just such a powerful way to end their time together on the server. If it wasn't for Parrot being such a strong driving force upon the creation of the Unstable SMP, I seriously doubt it would be flourishing like it currently is. Like with Unstable SMP Season 1, he set up a more or less unbreakable foundation for the future. And still to this day, I feel like a majority of the memorable moments, characters and videos from Unstable SMP involve Parrot in some way. He's also definitely the most passionate about content as a whole. Wemmbu and Flame made multiple videos about the whole fake identity arc, but Parrot made one video, when he easily could have milked it out for multiple. Out of one recording session, Wemmbu would make an hour-long video, and with the same amount of footage, Parrot would use it as a 10-minute segment in a much more concise video. Obviously, Wemmbu and Flame are gonna make a couple more videos since they were much more involved with the arc, but Parrot's video was only 48 minutes, so at the very least he could have easily made an hour-long video, but you know, he kept the video concise. This shows his care and priority for making a good video instead of just making money, which I honestly can't always apply to the other members. He consistently employs creative and fresh ideas that are pretty much always executed well, and seeing creative moments that are cool and well executed is honestly one of the best parts about Unstable SMP. Because to be honest, if you're not including these, then actually what's the point of being on a scripted server? You can see that his plans are a lot more thought out and intricately crafted. Now, you can prefer other members of course, but you can't deny that Parrot is the best storyteller on the server. And at the end of the day, if the goal of your server is to tell stories, then what more could you ask for? Thanks for watching. Once again, zero hate to these creators. Since you made it to the end, you'll probably like my other videos on Unstable SMP, which you can find on this playlist here. I would really appreciate if you liked and subscribed, as I'm trying to hit 20,000 subscribers. Before, I thought it was impossible, but after seeing the support recently, I know we got this in the bag, guys. Actually, I know you got this in the bag. At the end of the day, it's your choice whether you subscribe or not. However, if you didn't enjoy the video, then please feel free to dislike and give me criticism on where to improve. See you later.